Chapter 20, verse 1. In the first month of the year, the whole community of Israel arrived in the wilderness of Zin and camped at Kadesh. While they were there, Miriam died and was buried. Verse 2. There was no water for the people to drink at that place, so they rebelled against Moses and Aaron. Verse 3. The people blamed Moses and said, "If only we had died in the Lord's presence with our brothers." Verse 4. Why have you brought the congregation of the lost people into this wilderness to die, along with all our livestock? Verse 5. Why did you make us leave Egypt and bring us here to this terrible place? This land has no grains, figs, no grapes, no pomegranates, and no water to drink. Verse 6. Moses and Aaron turned away from the people and went to the entrance of the tabernacle, where they fell face down on the ground. Then the glorious presence of the Lord appeared to them. Verse 7. And the Lord said to Moses, verse 8, you and Aaron must take the staff and assemble the entire community. As the people watch, speak to the rock over there, and it will pour out its water. You will provide enough water from the rock to satisfy the whole community and their livestock. Verse 9. So Moses did as he was told. He took the staff from the place where it was kept before the Lord. Verse 10. Then he and Aaron summoned the people to come and gather at the rock. Listen, you rebels, he shouted. Must we bring you water from this rock? Verse 11. Then Moses raised his hand and struck the rock twice with his staff, and water gushed out. So the entire community and their livestock drank their fill. Verse 12. But the Lord said to Moses and Aaron, because you did not trust me enough to demonstrate my holiness to the people of Israel, you will not lead them into the land I am giving them. Verse 13. This place was known as the waters of Meribah, which means arguing, because there the people of Israel argued with the Lord, and there he demonstrated his holiness among them. Verse 14. While Moses was at Kadesh, he sent ambassadors to the king of Edom with this message. This is what your relatives, the people of Israel, say. You know all the hardship we have been through. Verse 15. Our ancestors went down to Egypt, and we lived there a long time, and we and our ancestors were brutally mistreated by the Egyptians. Verse 16. But when we cried out to the Lord, he heard us and sent an angel who brought us out of Egypt. Now we are camped at Kadesh, a town on the border of your land. Verse 17. Please, let us travel through your land. We will be careful not to go through your fields and vineyard. We won't even drink water from your well. We will stay on the king's road and never leave it until we have passed through your territory. Verse 18. But the king of Edom said, stay out of my land, or I will meet you with an army. Verse 19. The Israelites answered, we will stay on the main road. If our livestock drink your water, we will pay for it. Just let us pass through your country. That's all we ask. Verse 20. But the king of Edom replied, stay out. You may not pass through our land. With that, he mobilized his army and marched out against them with an imposing force. Verse 21. Because Edom refused to allow Israel to pass through their country, Israel was forced to turn around. Verse 22. The whole community of Israel left Kadesh and arrived at Mount Hor. Verse 23. There, on the border of the land of Edom, the Lord said to Moses and Aaron. Verse 24. The time has come for Aaron to join his ancestors in death. He will not enter the land I am giving the people of Israel, because the two of you rebelled against my instructions concerning the water of Meribah. Verse 25. Now take Aaron and his son Eleazar up Mount Hor. Verse 26. There you will remove Aaron's priestly garments and put them on Eleazar his son. Aaron will die there and join his ancestors. Verse 27. So Moses did as the Lord commanded. The three of them went up Mount Hor together, as the whole community watched. Verse 28. At the summit, Moses removed the priestly garments from Aaron and put them on Eleazar, Aaron's son. Then Aaron died there on top of the mountain, and Moses and Eleazar went back down. Verse 29. When the people realized that Aaron had died, all Israel mourned for him for 30 days. Amen.